Hello, hello. Let me get myself situated there. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. I don't know if there we go. That's a little better. Just let me get my iPad up because I don't have any intro music. So I forgot to do this before I came on. And sorry, I'm a couple minutes late. I apologize. But we'll get started just 1 second as soon as I can click on these and just, I got to hit the like button on the videos. Does it not show? Like, it looks like oh, there it is, never mind. I thought half my thumbnail was cut off for a minute. That was gonna be bad. I was gonna be like, "Oh, that's not good." But welcome in, everybody. It's good to see everybody. It is Friday the 13th. Can you believe that? Wasn't it just Friday the 13th, like, a couple months ago? Like, remind me. I'm gonna go back to my calendar if you don't, because I forgot until we got on the live. February was wait, hold on. No, not February. Did February have one? It did. February the 13th. Has that happened before? Yeah, has that happened? Like, ever? I never remember that ever happening. Huh. Well, okay. Yeah, it was last month. I didn't even have to go back too far, so lucky for you guys because I was gonna go back. I was gonna look. Let me get your guys' comments up here for you. We'll make them tall and medium, just like we like it. Welcome in, everyone. It's good to see you guys, though. I will throw this in the chat real quick, and then we'll get started with everything. And I'll introduce myself and all those other good things that we do before the live, you know? So, hi everybody. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, thank you for being here. And if you're not new here, thank you for being here. Both of you, thank you for being here. My name is Tanya. This is TitaniumBuilt True Crime. This is where we discuss true crime cases that kind of that are trending or cases that really aren't trending. Also, we cover just everything, a little bit of everything over here. So if you're looking for something that's not the same repetitive case every evening and you want something, and you want to hear about more than, a couple of cases, you're at the right place. So, we're going to be talking about the case of the killings of Spencer and Monique Tempe tonight. So, it's an Ohio murder that happened. And we've been in a lot of Ohio. We've been dealing with a lot of Ohio cases on this channel. If you haven't, realized that yet, but this case has continued to shock people because of how calculated investigators now believe this attack was. The newest court filings are adding even more disturbing details to what prosecutors say happened inside the home that evening. So most of the stuff we've been through, most of the like larger, documents, the probable cause, the autopsies, things of that nature, but there are some new stuff that's come out tonight also. So the biggest recent update, though, that we all know of is Michael McKee, Monique Tempe's ex-husband, remains charged with 4 counts of aggravated murder and 1 count of aggravated burglary in connection with the deaths of Spencer and Monique. Now, prosecutors also added firearm specification charges tied to that because they said that he used a suppressor while he was in the commission of using the guns in this crime. And there they are. I knew they'd want to come in here. Let me let them in real quick. Well, maybe not. Okay, let me go grab them. I know they're going to want to come in. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Come on. Where's your sister? All right, are you coming? You coming already? Okay. Maybe she'll come in a minute, Mia. She'll come in a minute. It's okay. My dog will probably stand by the door, wait for her sister. But I will put the link for the channel membership in the chat. Oh, she's laying down. I do have my cat over here tonight also. So we've got a full house over here. Lenora, you changed your picture. I don't know if I just noticed that, but it's pretty. It's very pretty. I love the flowers. Oh, yeah. So, wow. I'm all here for the Friday the 13th because I always feel like it's a lucky day. Lucky number. I have oh gosh, guys, I'm like so unprofessional. Had something in my mouth there. Sorry, guys. But anyways, back to what we were talking about. Investigators say that this wasn't random. Court records now allege that Michael McKee had been near the Tempe home prior to, like, weeks before the actual murders happened. They have surveillance with his vehicle tracking, placing him near the neighborhood weeks before the attack. Prosecutors also believe that this, supports pre-planning. I swear. I'm going to keep talking to you guys while I'm letting her in. But the autopsy details were released. You guys will go. Here. All right. You coming in? Come on. It's fun. Come on. Come on. Okay, then you lost your chance. Okay, she lost her chance. She saw the cat and then walked away, but she was just laying with the cat. And welcome in, everybody. It's good to see you guys. They did happy? No freaking way. We might have to do that after this. They did. Okay. After this live, because this one won't be long, we'll set up another live. And oh my gosh, I'm about to cry. Oh my gosh, like that's amazing. So thank you, Happy Cappy. I've literally looked every day, and today is the first night I sat down and I didn't look. And now I feel so bad. I feel like I should have remembered to look, because I type her in like every day. And I typed on this computer because my other computer is like whacked. It like doesn't bring up the same stuff. That's such good news. That's such good news. If everybody, and if you don't mind, we hit the like button for me. If you guys don't mind, thank you so much. So, the autopsy findings that we went over these, but just to give you a little, short synopsis here. Spencer was shot 7 times, and we found out that Monique Tempe was shot 9 times. Both gunshot wounds to the hands and arms, both had gunshot wounds to the hands and the arms, which experts say indicate that they were awake and they were attempting to defend themselves during the attack. Investigators believe multiple shots were fatal, while others caused severe but survivable injuries if emergency help had been rendered immediately. One of the most chilling details of this whole case is that their 2 children were inside the home when the killings happened, but they were physically left unharmed, physically anyway. So new witness statements included in the court filings describe an alleged history of fear involving Monique, and her ex-husband. Several witnesses told investigators she had described threats made against her over the years, including statements that he would kill her at any time. She was actually at an Ohio State game, and he was telling, I don't know how I know he let her know somehow he was there, because he ended up being at her house the same day on her property, seen on her property, and she leaves the game early. So, I mean, put 2 and 2 together. But at this stage, the case is, moving through the Franklin County courts. I'm going to be at the court hearings. The next one is April the 16th. So I will be at that one. I keep getting him and Caleb Flynn's mixed up. I keep thinking that Michael McKee should be before Caleb, but that's not how it is. So, a major point everyone is watching now is whether there's going to be more digital evidence, surveillance footage, which I think there will be, forensic evidence, and all of that, what will be introduced publicly, before the trial. So that's what we're kind of just looking for. Now, their house is back on the market, so we'll look at the pictures of that. It says I can request a tour as early as tomorrow at 9 a.m. Wow. That's such good news. I'm so glad she was found alive, because, man, it wasn't looking good, was it? With him, they had the guy that Kyle Lawrence in custody, and it's like, well, where's Madison? It was almost, and this was like their 3rd time meeting up, and it was just like, did he not let her leave? Oh, that's so good. That's such good news. That's really good news. I'm so happy we got some good news on this channel. We needed it. We needed to find somebody, alive and well. She might not, I don't know how she is physically, but she's alive. So that's all that matters. And oh my God, I don't know if it's her stepmom or her mom, but I know that her dad's been looking for her, and they're going to be real happy. So, um, this came out on March 5th, but I thought it was a really good read. I didn't realize this was even out. So, I thought we'd go kind of through it because it talks about Rob Misla, the brother-in-law of Spencer, and it just talks about like, what happened in the days and the weeks kind of after the murders and what, just what they heard on social media and things of that nature. So, um, in the days after Spencer and Monique Tempe were killed in their Columbus, Ohio home, it says the family was left grieving and during a wave of online speculation and accusations. Spencer, 37, and Monique, 39, were found shot to death in their home in Columbus, the Wyland Park neighborhood, on December 30th. Their two young children, aged 1 and 4, were found physically unharmed in the house. It's just been life-altering, says Rob Misla, Spencer's brother-in-law. The day that we got the calls, you could feel this massive weight just kind of pressing down on us, and it's like everything is going to change. We're never going to see them again. There's a beautiful picture of them. The case of the dentist and his wife being killed while at home with their children quickly drew national headlines, online discussion, and the attention of true crime content creators. Monique's ex-husband, Michael McKee, was charged with her and her husband's murders on January 10th, but in the approximately 11 days without an arrest, a flood of social media users threw out their own theories, dug into the couple's lives, and accused multiple people in their orbit of being involved. People did too. People were going hard after Rob Misla. I don't really know why. I guess because he was the face of the couple. You know what I mean? I don't know. I guess they're like, it was him because they didn't know who else, I guess, to point the finger at. It says that here, dealing with all of that, as we're going through planning the funeral, figuring out what to do with the house and where the kids are going to be and who's going to keep the dog and all of these things. And they were just flung onto us in a second. It was tough. My mental health took a toll. I wasn't sleeping very much. I wasn't eating very much. A true crime content creator was one of multiple individuals to insinuate Misla was involved in the killings on the internet. Who you calling out, buddy? I want to know who it is. Misla said his friends and family members came to his defense and got attacked by online users. That's bullcrap. But you know how it goes. You know how it goes online. They get their claws into somebody and they keep going. Sorry, had to cough. I wish this wasn't blocked out. Your speculation turns into other people's facts. I love that. I love this quote right here. I love everything he says right here. Okay, this is like I should frame this and put this behind me somehow so that people can read it because it's really the truth. It really is. It says your speculation turns other people's facts turns into other people's facts. And it's like you're lighting a torch. Now the mob is joining you. These people who, again, were not there from the beginning, have very limited information on anybody involved, are now just saying these things, whether they believe it or they're doing it for clicks and likes. I love that. So we got a couple here, a couple little things. I believe this is what happened. I'm swaying towards the BIL. Oh, brother-in-law. That's that. I was reading this earlier and I was like, what the hell does that mean? The brother-in-law being the suspect too. I'm thinking out loud here, but I wonder if the brother-in-law and wife were struggling to have children. Brother-in-law envious of life Spencer had, but resented him for being away from home such long days when that's all he ever wanted. Probably way off the mark, but I've thought about it. And then they've got a picture of him here, and then they've like, I don't even know if I can read these. He totally did it. He's so weird. And it says, who? I'd like to see how you would act if you were pushed into a nightmare like this. Leave the family alone. And then someone put, no way. The more he's out there yucking it up and rubbing elbows in front of the camera, the more it seems to really be, he seems to really be enjoying it all. Disturbing. No, honey, somebody had to be the face of the family, and his wife couldn't do it, and he wasn't gonna make her do it, right? So he's like, "Let me do this for you guys." That makes me mad. I'm gonna let this dog in. I'm gonna try to let her in one more time. I'm gonna try one more time, y'all. And then if she doesn't come in here, Mia, don't act like you're so big. Come on. Come on, we'll find you a spot. You wanna lay with your brother? You wanna lay with your brother? Lay with your brother. Lay with your brother. I bet he'll let you lay with him again. Okay, I have pictures to prove it. Now Mia's trying to lay with him. That ain't gonna work. Okay, they'll just be in my background. They're cute. So then this was just like a fake news article. A dispute between siblings can hold clues. Just days before the events at the home of Dennis Spencer Tempe and his wife Monique. Hey, don't play with him right now. She's playing with the cat. Sources said the brother-in-law angrily stormed out after a heated argument about finances, leaving the door ajar. That's fake. The brother-in-law sus to me. He's all over Reddit with multiple accounts. Araya, he doesn't want to play with you. You just made him mad. Oh, I wish you guys could see this. Man, sorry. It's usually not this wild in here. They're usually laying down. Hey, lay down. Lay down, Riley. Come on. You guys, I'm going to take the cat out. I'm not even going to turn the camera off. Hey, what did you do to him? Not like you didn't see me with the door open that one time when I left my live going for 8 hours after I was done. Sorry about that. Now they'll lay down and get comfortable. She was like playing with the cat pretty good. Did you hear her mouth? She'll like chomp right at the cat, and then he was not having it tonight. He's 18. He's like, I'm old. I'm too old for this. So social media users also claim Misla had various mental disorders. I didn't even know about half of this stuff. And I was on social media. Speculated about the Tepe's children being sexually abused. What? I never heard that. And if I did, I would have totally had a comment or 80 to say about that. And debated which family members were most fit to adopt the kids. Like it's any of their damn business. People really have the nerve. Let me know if you guys heard of any of these in any chats. I'll go over there and I'll say something. Hey, Mr. Rosebud. Right? Someone had to hold it together for the family. Yeah. Happy, you're right. Oh, and sorry, Mr. Rosebud. I said your name. Okay, I'm trying to say the names more whenever I say the comments. Thanks, Ladybug. She said, if you're in true crime cases, subscribe to the channel and ring the bell to be alerted to the new cases and update. It's Tawny Talks True Crime Daily. So it says here that Misla said the people that share theories about true crime cases that turn out to be correct get to have an I called this moment, while those who were wrong typically never mention it again or apologize to the people they spread false information about. And I'm like, who has he been talking to? Because he's like a pro at this. Like, that is 100% correct. People will make up a story, like a theory. We've all done. I've done it. I've done that. You know, they made a theory about a case before. I mean, a lot of them, I have to say, but I've never. I will say, I don't know if I've ever been like that family member did it. I've never said like that person did it unless they've been, taken into custody. I try to say allegedly, but sometimes that, fails me. But I don't know. I don't know why people would just go after the family like that. Like, I don't know. Speculation is fine. It's just whenever you are putting out disinformation with that speculation, right? Like you're putting in pieces of not even misinformation, because you know what you're doing. You're disinforming your chat. Just like the people that are drawing out the Idaho 4 case. Let's look at Bethany and Dylan again. What were they doing that night? Like, we know what they were doing. The case is over and done with. You are not hanging out with Sherlock Holmes when you look at the creators that are doing that. Just, just think about that. And I guess that they want a villain really quick. People do. So we saw him. People went after him, which is really sucky. But it says people just kind of shift the narrative to whoever they want it to play out for them. And then when it doesn't, they move on to the next one. Yes, that's what I was saying before. Like, people, they'll say like, "Oh, I got it right," because they had their theory and maybe they were right on their theory. But if people are wrong or they are putting out disinformation, a lot of times they move on to the next case eventually. Sometimes it takes some years, but eventually they'll move on to the next case, and then they'll act like that was just nothing happened. Nothing to look at over here that I did for 3 years. Look over here what I'm doing now. That's usually how it goes. And it says people just shift the narrative to whoever they want it to play out for them. And then when it doesn't, they move on to the next one. He's smart. A lot of the attention has shifted from this case to Nancy Guthrie or what's happening in the case in Tip City. He's a smart guy. Those people are probably doing the same things to those family members. Despite the intense online speculation in the days following the killings, Misla said the dumbest people tend to be the loudest. Adding that the people who reached out privately to offer their prayers outnumbered those who made harmful accusations. And I pray that he was there. Like, when I went there to, I hope that he saw that we were being genuine. You know what I mean? Like, when we went up there to the house and we had the flowers and stuff, I hope that he didn't think that we were like, not being genuine, because we were. And I did say that. I said, we were all sorry. I said, I'm sorry. And I said, no, we are all sorry, because I'm not just the only one. So it says, I understand the obsession with true crime or the interest in it. We've all watched documentaries and stuff. It's just that when you just say everything that comes to your mind with total disregard as to who you're saying it about, it can be dangerous. Jesse Fox, a professor at the Ohio State University School of Communication, said the internet can provide a lot of advantages in terms of solving crimes, such as getting the word out and encouraging witnesses to come forward. On the other hand, she said, when an unresolved crime gains traction online, people want immediate answers, react very quickly with very little information. Everyone wants that to be resolved. It says there's this drive, hurry, hurry, hurry. Typically in criminal investigations, police withhold a lot of evidence, particularly in the early stages of an investigation, because that preserves the prosecution, that helps to maintain crime scene integrity, that helps to make sure that people aren't interfering with the investigation. The wait for answers can lead to people genuinely attempting to help solve the case or creators profiting off of the widespread attention. Regardless of the motive, she said, online users should leave the family and friends alone. And I agree with that. Especially like in the beginning, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to bring her up. I'm going to bring up Banfield. Like, Nancy Guthrie's case wasn't even a week old. And she's like, Tommaso, I know, I have a source. Like, well, we're on day like 40 something and he's not been arrested and they said he's cleared. So I don't know. I don't think so. And that's, she might just be a YouTuber now, but she used to be a journalist for 30 some years. So it's not all internet users. I will say I probably everybody on TikTok though. Those people are crazy over there. They scare me. It just says the wait for answers can lead to people genuinely attempting or I think. Trust me, it's the first place that the police are looking. And they have far better investigation tools than you as a casual citizen do. Or the person you're watching on YouTube. In the wake of a crime and that immediate aftermath, friends, family, their loved ones are going through extreme levels of trauma. To have strangers on the internet start pointing the finger and accusing them or doxing their personal information during this time is cruel and unnecessary. Fox said online rumors surrounding true crime linger after the case is solved. She gave the example of a previous boyfriend of one of the Idaho 4 victims who is still being tormented by people over conspiracy theories. Let's not stop there. Dylan, Bethany, anybody that's had an interview, Sigma Chi, Jeremy the neighbor, Chief Fry. Am I missing anybody? Anybody blaming anybody new? Because those were the old ones that they blame. So people feel there are no consequences for saying things on the internet, and we've dehumanized each other to a point that we don't think about what our words mean to someone else. When it comes to cases that have already been investigated and remain unsolved for a period of time, like cold cases, Fox said online discussions can be productive as long as they're not interfering with an active investigation or doing anything to hurt family members. But in the immediate aftermath of a case, while professional media can help get the word out, casual conversation by online users tends to be more detrimental. This includes the rumor mills that began popping up after the Tempe murders. You would hope it would be a lesson for some people, the recklessness of YouTube and pseudo journalists, because they're not journalists who are profiting essentially off of that. It's just unconscionable. Well, Fox is saying that, so. How about went out of the live? I'll check something. Make sure my retainer's in there. Good. Okay. So, Ladybug, you need me? Oh, yeah, you need me to do it. You should be able to. Why is he always in here? I got it. Okay, thanks. Another Vincent. Okay. I was on another screen. Yeah, I couldn't see you guys. I got Vincent, though. Is that what it was? Was it the Vincent one that's been... If anyone comes in here and it doesn't say... I don't even want to say his name because they'll copy it somehow, but you'll know he's in here because I will smile bigger than this computer screen. You'll see it. You'll be like, oh, Vincent's in here. That's just Rapper or somebody. Let's go this way. Okay, so what I wanted to do was I wanted to go through some of these tonight. Some of there's not that many. We're only right here. We went through all of these already. All of these little, if you can see them, they're really small. But those are the different forms that we went over. So we'll start at 220? Yeah, 220, because 210 he was at court. So we'll go through the discovery filed one right here. And then I have to make it bigger for some reason. Okay, now I lost it. Because they're coming up in a side page. Okay, anyway. But I'll be able to see the chat. Hopefully this is rolling down for you guys and you can see it okay. I can make it a little bit bigger. Oh, okay. Yeah, he comes under a bunch of names. If he's not being too bad, he's fine. But if he's saying anything reckless, then I'll ban him. But I already banned him. So this is the state of Ohio versus Michael McKee, and it's the response to defendant's request for discovery. I think we might have missed one, but it's probably just the next one up. Pursuant to the requirements of the Ohio Criminal Rule 16, the state of Ohio herein provides defense counsel with copies or photographs or will permit inspection of the attached discoverable material, including but not limited to bill of particulars delivered to defense attorney via web portal. Okay. And then it says witness list. And I don't know why it's like counsel, like only like that, but okay. It says witness list, counsel only, curriculum vitae, Dr. Armstrong, coroner's report, Monique Tempe, coroner report, another coroner's report, Spencer Tempe's coroner's report, and then another curriculum vitae, and Brian Johnston. Lab documentation, firearm expert report. We have like 3 of those. I think 3. No, we have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lab documentations. And one of them is firearm expert report, firearms comparison images, evidence images, Johnson's notes, expert report 2, subpoena index, combined subpoenas and returns, police report, search warrant index, combined search warrants, common pleas in Illinois. Hey, all right, come on, you're like killing me tonight. She's back here. I'm in our bed now. And then the CSSU documentation, miscellaneous emails, and RM documentation. Hey, you're not going to go anywhere. Oh, we're going to dig a hole too, but I'm so sorry. They're usually, look at Mia. She's laying here passed out. So then we have the criminal record of defendant Michael McKee available for pickup. I don't know why they can't send it, but. And then it says evidence, if there is any property associated with this case, it will be reflected in the attached property logs and or property slips. And then it has media for, wow. Okay, well, I would like to see that. Media, 4,081 items. That's a lot. That's a good bit. It's a good bit. I mean, that could be pictures, video. I mean, it wouldn't be that many pictures, but I mean, it would be, but if you think about it with like Idaho 4, that'd be like a batch of their photos. So, and then it has pursuant to the criminal rule 16H, the state hereby requests compliance with the defense counsel duty of disclosure. Pursuant to Rule 16, a list of witnesses has been or will be provided to the defense. Criminal records of witnesses in state case in chief may be provided at a later date. To request that any counsel only designation be removed, please contact the assigned prosecutor. Redacted information that is neither certified to the court nor designated counsel only is not material to the preparation of the defense. Contact the prosecutor if you dispute that issue. Okay. He's like, you just get a hold of me. Doesn't have any of those selected, so. Okay. I'm just going to leave it like that because I'm going to put another one up. So this one. Yeah. Okay. This is the demand for the discovery. I knew that these were going to be backwards. Okay. Is this it? No, that's the one I just read. Isn't it? No, it's not. Sorry. So this is the demand for discovery by the state of Ohio. So now comes the state of Ohio by and through, maybe this isn't actually, Shayla D. Faber, the prosecuting attorney, and in response to the defendant's written demand for discovery, pursuant to Criminal Rule 16, Divisions H and I, hereby makes written demand of Michael McKee, the defendant, for discovery. The defendant shall provide copies or photocopies or permit the prosecuting attorney to copy or photograph the following items related to the particular case indictment, information, or complaint, and which are material to the innocence or alibi of the defendant or are intended for use by the defense as evidence at trial, or were obtained from or belong to the victim within the possession of or reasonably available to the defendant, except as provided in Division J of this rule. Okay. All laboratory or hospital report books, papers, documents, photographs, tangible objects, buildings, or places. Would he have okay, I don't know. I don't know if he would, but would he have the authorization to look at her medical records with him being a doctor? Or is, like, every doctor, like, very careful with their own records? Do you know what I mean? Or is it, like, one big universe of records, like, where you could be a doctor and you can go in and check out anyone's record, I wonder? I was just curious. Haley. Um, so it says here they want results of physical or mental examinations, experiments, or scientific tests. Any evidence that tends to negate the guilt of the defendant or is material to punishment or tends to support an alibi. However, nothing in this rule shall be construed to require the defendant to disclose information that would tend to incriminate that defendant. All investigative reports, except as provided in Division J of this rule, any written or recorded statement by a witness in the defendant's case in chief or any witness that is reasonably anticipates calling as a witness in rebuttal. All names and addresses of witnesses that the defense tends to call in its case in chief or reasonably anticipates calling in rebuttal or surbuttal. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I think I am, maybe. And then it has the assistant prosecuting attorney's signature there. Okay. They're like, we're going to need some stuff from you. That's what they said. They're like, you want some stuff from us? Okay, we're going to need some stuff from you. So notice of intention to use evidence is the next one. So I can there we go. Let me pop this up on the screen. Crap. There we go. Okay. So the next one, let me make it a little bit bigger. Is a supplemental response to requests for discovery. Oh my goodness, I feel like we're back in Idaho. Pursuant to the continuing obligation of Ohio Criminal Rule 16, the assistant prosecuting attorney submits the following additional information. Police report is a scene diagram. Another police report in its CSSU documentation, and it's compiled. Evidence if there's any property associated with this case, it'll be reflected in the attached property logs and or property slips. Media, this is Leisha. Delivery method sent by evidence.com. That's how they send it through their portal. So okay, I was just reading that. Okay. That's all that was. This was the notice return. Okay, so this isn't much of anything. I'll just pop it up really quick and then it's just an envelope. It was sent to his address from why the hell? Okay. You guys know he's in jail, right? Like so they've got it says the Franklin County Clerk of the Courts of Common Pleas Criminal Division, right? They're sending him a letter like, "Hey, you're wanted" or whatever to his address in Chicago when they already have him in custody. No wonders why it's going to be returned to sender. Filed Common Pleas Court, Franklin County, March 3rd, 2026 through March 10th, maybe March 3rd. That's just kind of humorous, I think, in a way. There's another notice return. There's another notice return. And same thing. And then we've got a supplemental request for discovery. Oh, wait, come back. I've never had to do files like this. I'll download these next time and have them all like ready for you. Is it this one? No, that's the one we already went through. Okay. I don't know where it went, so I'll just pull it up again. Okay. So, okay, maybe this is it. It is. It's just a different one. It just kind of looked like the one we already went over. So, okay. A supplemental response to request for discovery pursuant to the continuing obligation of Ohio Criminal Rule 16. The assistant prosecuting attorney submits the following additional information. Okay. So, there was a search warrant, I guess additional warrants, lab documentation, the NIDBIN, which is the national, it's for, I believe, the guns, right? I believe it's for guns. Police report, Leisha's report, police report, other reports, a progress report, property slips, and summaries 1 through 62. Discovery document updated 3/4/26. Discovery response witness list, counsel only. Some of this only the counsel can see. So, like, they're not showing it to old boy. McKee ain't seeing it. Then they have an updated response witness list, lab reports 1 through 16. I guess they're probably just getting these reports back and then they're just like sending them over as they're getting them back. You know what I mean? So it says that Leisha evidence report with linked CSSU photos. And then delivery method sent by evidence.com, the media, the witness interview. What do you mean witness? What witness? Huh? There it says, I can't get it to highlight down here, but it says witness interview. Usually just do FOIAs, or sometimes they'll be on their websites. Just depending on what case it is. I know that there's some stuff out for Caleb Flynn too. We'll have to go over that tomorrow. So I wonder who the witness is. Could it be the kids? And then it says right here, a list of witnesses. I don't know. I mean, it could be like friends and family too. Has been or will be provided to the defense. Criminal records of witnesses in state case in chief may be provided to a later date. To request that any counsel only designation be removed, please contact the assigned prosecutor. Okay. This is the same as the other one. So let's see if we have any more. I think we had one more. Okay. Notice of intent to use evidence is the next one. So, and this will be the final document. Okay. So it looks like this is the same thing I just showed y'all, but it's not. Oh, it is. Okay. Maybe we don't have any more. Let me just double check. That's the same one, right? Yep. Okay, yeah. The last two are the same. I don't know why. One supplemental discovery, and then it says notice of intention to use evidence. So me. Okay. And then I'll show you here really quick where where their house is back on the market. So it's when we first started this case, I think it was like 803,000, 805,000, something like that. So it has went down. But you can request a tour. And then it looks like they've got it set back up to be like a model house. I can't remember the pictures before. Wait, I have the Redfin. Let's see. Oh, Redfin was all empty. The house was empty. I still think he went through this door. People were saying like the little door, the window down in the basement, but I don't think that there's a way to get in that window. I think it's more of like an exit. If you want to try to get into it, I think you have to really know how to break into that window, and you probably bust the window doing it. Now they do have thicker glass on them though, so that could be it. Because I was looking, what did I do? Oh, that's all. I want to go over his stuff too. We'll do that on our next live. Michael McKee's court hearings. Let me see if I can. Okay. So remember the other day I was telling you guys about, well, not the other day, but like ever since we've been covering this case, I've been telling y'all about how, hey Brian, about how these doors are super easy to break into. Like these little locks are just easy to break into. Well, I was trying to find Victorian style doors because that's what I've always considered those. Does anybody have a name for those doors? I haven't put in patio doors, but I could find just there's a bunch, but this is just one in particular that like shows you how easy it is to just in with a credit card. Like literally, you just put it in between like the door and move it down, and yeah, you're in. Like easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now, if they had that top locked, you might even be able to do the credit card with that too. I know my mom's used to pop open. My mom and dad's that top lock, like you had to slam that door. Well, even when French doors, right? Okay, I was saying Victorian style because I was thinking of the handles. That's what it was. They're French doors. Let's try to look up. I'm gonna look it up. French. Let's see if this guy can do it. His name's Rosie. Is he going to show us, or is he just going to talk about it? See, that guy just talked about it. Why we didn't waste our time. Now these are all telling me how to secure them. What are the disadvantages of French doors? Security vulnerabilities due to glass. Oh, okay. I swear I'm gonna get arrested with the stuff that like how do you break in French doors? Like they're gonna be like, hello, ma'am. This is just like showing us how to secure them. This is the best way to do is good installation because they are easy like to break into. Yeah. And I don't there's no place like to put anything. You know, like when you have like sliding doors, you could put like something there. Like when you have these type of doors, you can't. I just remember like being a kid and like having to slam that door shut a certain way. I can't remember like exactly now. Maybe just had to slam it closed and lock it at the same time. But our house was brand new too. That wasn't a good move. But we only I don't yeah, there was 2 locks on it too. My brother could just break into them too. He just did. Why isn't it letting me go down? I guess it's just letting me go over now. It's a beautiful home. Um, it's extremely sad that they're not there to live in it and, you know, have their kids there. Like, okay, I'm not even gonna say it. I observe too much stuff, like, so this was probably I would say that would have been one of the kids' room. It doesn't look very, like, large. Like, I mean, it looks big to me. I mean, it does look big, but it doesn't look, like, as large as maybe the master. Maybe this is the master over here across the hallway. That could be just another bedroom. Yeah, because look, it doesn't look very big. And then that's probably you think that's is that the same one? Is that the master? That might be the same one. No, that's a different one. Yeah, that's the master because there's the bathroom. So this door oh, okay, this was probably their closet. I was just kinda confused for a minute. Oh, whoops. There's the closet. Laundry. That would have been downstairs. I wonder how they had it set up downstairs, if they had a lot of stuff down there, if they didn't. And then there's that window that a lot of people are talking about. Like, when I was thinking about if I thought remember we were first started talking about this case, I thought maybe Spencer was sleeping down here. I thought the bed would have been on the other side of the wall, though. I don't think that's feng shui. That doesn't make I don't know. I don't think because 'cause you'd be, like, right beside the door. Beautiful home, though. I mean, they really did have a beautiful home. And, like, the back porch and everything was set up nice. I mean, they reset this, but I'm sure it was set up just as nice when they lived there. Guess I was just showing you downtown where you can go have a drink. Oh, look, I've been there. This little bar here, Seventh Son, every weekend you can go there. It's, right here where, like, these, doors are. You can go there and you can, get a drink, and they'll have, like, a food truck that comes up, like, every week, like and it's really good food, so, if you're ever in the Columbus, Ohio area, make sure head down there. Okay. Interested in taking the tour? Nah, not so much. I'm like, "Oh, I still had you on that. I thought I had you guys on the tour there. Okay. Sorry, I thought I was showing you. Damn it me. I don't know why I didn't switch things, but it didn't switch over. Let me switch it back over, and I'll go back through 'em real quick. But I am gonna go through them kinda quick so we can go over to the other live. I'm taking us to the beginning, just so you can see all the pictures. Alright. And I'm just gonna, like, kinda, like, slide through them. So you guys can see them. Oh, look at that picture of that big old horse picture. It's pretty. Now it's sharing with you guys. I don't know why it does that. Sometimes, like, I'll click it and it doesn't wanna, like, click it. I hate StreamYard sometimes. There's only one button. Share here. Share this tab, it says. I don't like this mirror. That's just my personal preference because it has, like, silver down here. I don't know, with the gold. And then the black iron on the shelf. This is just one of the bedrooms. This is another bedroom. This is the master closet, master bath, laundry, the basement. Beautiful home. I feel like I've been there, but maybe not. I've been there. I don't think I've been in Mezcala. It looks familiar though. Maybe I have. Okay. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. And then asked me, do I want to take the tour? Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, the house is back on the market. Yep. I'm wondering, I always did want to buy a house. Hey, Vincent, how much money you got saved up? Yeah, I think and as a realtor, you do not have to tell people. Like as soon as they walk in the door, you don't have to say, "Hey, 2 people were murdered here." But if somebody asks you, like straight up ask, like, "Any crime happened here?" You have to let them know then. So, origin junk food. Vincent wouldn't do that. Vince don't like junk food. That's like I'm the junk food eater. Unfortunately for us, you would be eating you wouldn't want to be Vincent's food. You want you would want to be him, but you wouldn't want to eat what he eats. He eats like tofu, like fish that comes in like a jar. Yeah, he be eating some weird stuff. I'm making this really quick. I'm gonna make this thumbnail really quick if it'll let me. Okay, now this put, and then that way maybe I can like show you guys over there. Mia, you've been such a good girl tonight. Thank you so much, Happy Cappy, for coming in and telling us. I probably would have been right back on here because I check every day to see what's going on with her case. Because I was like, are they going to find her? Is he going to say, will he tell if, okay, I'm just going to put some, just make it like, I'm trying to make it fast. Like this. Mm, Let me see. I think that people that know the case will know. It's not super fancy, but like, and then I might be able to send you over there. And then we'll just read whatever we can. And then um, I wonder if he's talked. See, I don't know anything about it, but we'll go and we'll look it up. And then I'll schedule it for, what is it, 10, 10:25. Oh, shoot, I forgot to. Okay. Just a lot of different buttons. Okay, if you guys don't know what I'm doing, I'm over here. I'm trying to schedule another live for us right after this one because we did find out some news about another case that we're covering. So I was going to see if there was a way for me to. I think there is. If I'll at least be able to take the people, that's in the. I can take both of you guys. I'll do the one in the vertical though, or the horizontal. I just gotta remember. There we go. Let's see if it'll redirect. Oh wait, I redirected you to the phone. So I'm gonna redirect you guys to the actual the right live for once. And then I can redirect. Okay, both of them. So it looks like I did it. Looks like I did it. So oh, I didn't know. Did I just turn my camera off? I said if it was off, I didn't even know I had it off. But yeah, we have some good news to talk about over about Madison Fields. And then I did want to go over some more stuff in this case. There was something else. No, that might have been it. Oh no, Michael McKee, his lawsuit. I want to go through all of that and see what I think there's some news on that. So I will dig into that and we'll do another live soon on this case. Yeah, you guys should both go in the horizontal view. And then also we are going to get ready to do another live. So if you want to wait until after like this one's over with, I'll just play the music for like a couple seconds and then I'll switch you guys over there. That way you guys can save it if you'd like to. What else was there? There was one other thing I thought. That's okay. I don't know what it was. Oh, Caleb Flynn, our our neighborhood American Idol wannabe, the one that killed his wife, maybe allegedly. He has some court paperwork that's out. So we'll go over that tomorrow on our live. And then on our day live, we're going to do a day stream over on, I think it'll be tomorrow, but over on the other channel too. So if you're not over there, make sure you are. And thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for just being awesome. Yeah, I figured, yeah, as soon as Happy Cappy came in, I was like, we got to do something with that case. So because I'll be looking it up anyway. So if I'm looking it up, we might as well cover it. So I'll see you guys over there in just a moment. I'm just going to stand up, stretch my legs for a minute, and go tell Vincent what I'm doing. So Tina, I thought about it. I'm going to ask YouTube because I know when I do vertical, that's where a lot of my views have been coming from is my vertical streams. So I don't know. Because it's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to ask them though. And I appreciate you actually reminding me because I'm going to reach out to YouTube because I'm going to be like, well, what's going on here? Like, because my views on my vertical, sometimes they're like really, really, really good. It's like, whoa, like 20,000 views or something crazy. And I'll be like, where are y'all over here? I'll have like 200 on my main or something, and it's like, so it's, but if they're not paying, I don't know, like, or they're taking away from the channel, right? If they're not like paying me for that, or if they're taking from the channel, I'd rather just do the regular ones, But yeah, the vertical does really good. It normally does better than the horizontal every time. So that's why I keep doing it. If it was just for like, a couple pennies or something, or like, if I just feel like it's bringing more people over to the channel. So yeah, it just depends on the video. Just depends. Sometimes it's a lot. And then sometimes I'll do like ones over on like TikTok, and I'll get a crap ton over there compared to over here too. I'll get like 1,000 over here, and I'll get up to like 75,000 or more over there. Like, you know what I mean? It just depends. So yeah, and I wanted to like push it out. So I don't know. And all you have to do is if you don't know if you're in the vertical or if you're in the horizontal live, I say this all the time, but all you have to do is look in the title of my live, and there'll be a cell phone at the end of it. If there's a cell phone, that's vertical. That's the vertical. Okay. If you get stuck on the vertical and you're like, I don't know how to get out of here, hit double tap for liking the video. Then go into your go into where you can go to your profile and go to your liked videos, and then it'll be right there. Click that liked video, and then it takes you right to the horizontal on any live that does that. Any vertical live, it'll make a horizontal for you. So, and if you need me to explain it again, I can explain it again. I could probably even show you guys, because I had to do it. I have to do it for Chasing's lives. When Chasing goes live, I have to do it for hers because I don't like the or the vertical either. I like the horizontal. So, okay. Well, I'll see you guys over on the other stream. Have a wonderful evening. If I don't, just come over and hang out and hear some good news for once. You know, I mean, shoot, we deal with a lot of stuff, a lot of death around here. So I'm excited to hear some good news. I'll see you guys all over there. Bye, guys.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it away. Tonight, we're gonna let it away. Tonight, we're gonna let it away. Just like the sunrise, we're gonna let it away. Now. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn